How to combat climate change. Climate change is happening, and the world faces a series of problems. Up to 50% of all species could go extinct by 2100 if we don't do something about global warming. Did you know there are hundreds of ways for people living in developed countries like America and other rich nations can cut down their carbon footprint? It might seem hard at first, but with some research into new technologies or practices, anything else would just be unthinkable when faced with these end times that our generation will live through. The future doesn't need another article telling them what they should care most. This one has information on how everyone who wants an easier life outside his/her home. Drawdown is a non-profit organization that's dedicated to saving the world from climate change. Recently, they determined 100 of best solutions for combating this global issue and reducing emissions by assessing both costs and carbon dioxide saved when taking certain actions into account, but not in an overconfident or simplistic way. The architects of this arrangement are constantly reviewing tactics at their disposal by determining what actions will best achieve goals that people have decided on before them, specifically whether or not these choices can help combat global warming while also having other benefits such as economic growth from new technology investments being made possible through reduced pollution levels. The Drawdown team continues on a continuous process in determining how each country can reach their goals most effectively with data at hand every step along the way. So no matter what happens here will always have been worth it. I mean, come on, who doesn't want clean air? The group's goal is to find policies and programs that will help reduce carbon emissions. They want the best solutions for reducing greenhouse gas (GHG) levels in our environment, so they analyze both cost-effectiveness as well as potential efficacy of each strategy by assessing its impact on global warming or air pollution. Elon Musk has done it again. He's created a new product line with solar roofs that will curb our carbon footprint by 10 gigatons of CO2 poked in 2020. And this time, you can bet everything on him to make sure they work as promised and keep their promises too, which means less fossil fuels for us as consumers, because who doesn't love saving money? Elon Musk's latest innovation, eco-friendly homes. Elon Musk has made a vow to take solar energy mainstream with his new Tesla roof. The product is set for release in the near future, and, as we move further into an era of sustainable living, may help communities leapfrog fossil fuels just like many developing countries have done by adopting mobile phones first before landlines could be obtained affordably due to advances in technology that drop prices each year while economies scale up so it becomes more accessible across all income levels. The ancient technique of silvopasture has been an important part in the fight against climate change, and it's now growing at a rapid rate across America. This sustainable agriculture method integrates trees into pastures, which dramatically reduces emissions from livestock as well as regenerates ecosystems while providing new sources for food production that can help farmers deal with effects like drought better than ever before. Silvopasture is the intentional combination of trees, forage plants and livestock together as an integrated, intensively managed system. Tesla, the company that wants to save your planet and make you look good doing it. They're accepting $1,000 deposits for their latest innovation, solar roof tiles made out of tempered glass. These babies are 3 times stronger than standard shingles, come with an infinity warranty, meaning you can put them on any house as long as your life lasts or until eternity comes first, whatever comes sooner. Family planning. This isn't about mandating limits on children. Instead, it's a matter providing women with birth control and reproductive health care options, which 225 million women in low-income countries say they want by empowerment through education or information as well as access to quality medical care. By empowering those who can have fewer kids over time will reduce population pressure from the planet itself. The future of our world depends on educating girls. 59 gigatons of CO2 avoided just in the developing countries alone means that education for females would be more than enough to prevent global warming, but without them, we see an increased male-female disparity at school, which is bad news all around. There has never been so much focus put onto female empowerment, yet they continue being underrepresented both socially and economically across most sectors, including business ownership as well. The Amazon rainforest is the lungs of our planet, but now they're on just 5%. Restoring these ancient forests can sequester huge amounts of carbon dioxide and provide sustainable incomes for people in need. The world's largest living organism with over 50% regeneration every year might be able to help you out if things ever go south as well. According to the Western meat-centric diet, which is a major contributor to climate change, switching over for an omnivorous plant-driven eating style can drastically reduce emissions and promote health, while also helping ecosystems flourish. The vast amounts of food thrown away by consumers is a true shame. Food accounting for 8% global CO2 and can happen all along the supply chain, from cultivation, storage up until consumption. There's no escaping it. To curb this detrimental practice, we should create better systems that process our dishes more efficiently so they don't pile up in landfills or produce excessive garbage during disposal processes like recycling, where farmers are already struggling enough with making ends meet while facing higher costs due to high taxes on fuel usage. The time has come when each one must take action to make differences, not only within themselves, but also beyond them into other people's lives too, because every act creates an echo which then propagates outward. Imagine a world without climate change. A utopia where the emissions from your car or power plant are replaced by wind turbines, which generate clean energy and don't require fossil fuel inputs like coal mining for their operation. It sounds too good to be true, but this is one of many possible futures we can achieve if society makes strong commitments today about how they will act tomorrow. Imagine what could happen when everyone starts thinking globally rather than just locally, scaling up solutions so that eventually every single person has access, not only electricity, but also running water. HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, HFC. In what Secretary of State John Kerry is calling the single most important step in fighting climate change, more than 170 countries have agreed to ban hydrofluorocarbons, HFC, a chemical often used in refrigerators and air conditioning units. HFCs are a manufacturing disaster, with more heat per molecule than carbon dioxide. They're being phased out thanks to Montreal Protocol, but their production leads directly into another environmental nightmare, climate change. 90% of these emissions happen at the end of life cycle, where better management systems can greatly reduce their impact on our planet. The input is about how ozone gets destroyed by chlorofluorocarbons, CFC, which were once used extensively in cooling for refrigerators, cars, air conditioners, etc. Certain appliances, such as refrigerators, air conditioners, and freezers, contain chemicals called fluorinated hydrocarbons. People often refer to these chemicals as Freon, which is a leading brand name.
We hope you enjoy this video. If you like them, please share this post to your friends, family and followers on social media, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video from us again.